Once again, tapping in from around the world and across the web, news and headlines trending beyond the block, and another big day in Washington, D.C., as four-star military admiral Samuel Paparo confirming, in fact, that, the United States is running a Bitcoin node. Here's what he had to say.
In this era of digital competition, would it be to our strategic advantage to maintain a lead in this regard as we do with other strategic resources like gold and oil?
Sir, our interest in Bitcoin is as a tool of cryptography, a blockchain, and reusable proof of work as an additional tool to secure networks and to project power. And so I think this protocol is here to stay. I think the computer science of it has direct implications for the projection of power, not financial, but from a
they just gave me sharper
from the securing of networks. And so I am supportive of those applications.
At me, but I just transform. I am unbreakable, made of stronger stuff. All the hate and all the doubt will never be enough. I wear my scars like armor, each one a lesson learned. A bridge I had to cross on my way to what I earned. I saw the bottom looking up a cold and lonely view, but I use that very darkness as the fuel to break right through. My will is made of iron, my heart is made of steel. A force of nature now, my purpose is so real. I am unbreakable.
All right. I think it's good. We'll see. Share it out from around the world and across the web. The Daily Spaces on X and streaming from around the world and across the web. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bitcoin Hatter hanging on to 80,000. That is the line in the sand. You know, our Trading Tuesday Spaces last week, we had the brilliant minds of Christopher Inc.'s Texas West Capital. We had TradeFly. We had Bits of Wealth. We even had our favorite bear, Hernan, in the room, and they kind of identified this last week that this would be the mark. I know it's not Trading Tuesday today, but I kind of have one eye cocked on the markets there, amigo. How about you, friend? What say you?
Stop sats. Stay safe. Huddle.
I think your USB cord's not plugged in, dude.
It's definitely plugged in, my man. I'm just speaking softly. Better for you?
Better.
Does it sound better?
That sounds
cleaner.
That sounds better.
Can you hear me now, friend?
No, that sounds bad. That sounds awful.
It doesn't sound awful.
That sounds better. See, that sounds better. That sounds like the Mad Hatter we know and love.
Yeah, how you doing, my man?
See. What did you do? Friend? You did something different right there with your mic. What did you do? You plugged it in.
I may have pushed the USB cable into the computer rather than just letting it sit.
Yeah,
at the entrance.
That's what I thought. Dude, as an audio guy, you can't fake it on me, bro. You can't do that.
Let's move past that real quick. Otherwise, we're going to have to start talking about the quality. Oh, see, all of that shit talking, and he jumped off stage real far. Oh no, he didn't. It's just my UI UX. I don't know what's happening with me today. This is how
jumped off?
Who jumped off for the rest of the day? You did my end. You vanished and then came straight back again.
Yeah, I don't know. The app is always weird. It's going to be that way.
How you doing, my dude? How's your Tuesday been so far? I know it's early for you. We've got lots to get into, lots of sporting entertainment to discuss. But first, how are you?
I am well, thank you. Yeah, I was a little under the weather on Sunday, but I've bounced back. I hydrated, took in lots of fluids, because that's what they say you got to do. You got to hydrate, right? So
apparently so. Water's meant to be good for you, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what they say. So I'm hydrated. I'm back on my feet. I got a lot of rest. So I'm feeling good to attack the day. How are you, friend? You're winding down your Tuesday on your side of the world. How's your Tuesday been?
It's been all right. Busy. Got through a lot of things. And now looking forward to this conversation. It's kind of been just a Tuesday, one of those Tuesdays. Tuesday's kind of a bit of a weird day. This is my hump day. I don't mind Wednesday. Quite like Wednesday. My hump day is Tuesday, because what is Tuesday really? It's like a nothingness. It's not a Monday. I don't mind Mondays terribly, but it's not a Monday. And I don't know. If that's the answer to the question. Meh. I'll
Okay.
stop rambling. Steph Bot, let's bring you into the conversation. How has your Tuesday been so far?
Glorious. Tuesday, it's noon where I am. I'm the best time zone, the central time zone there, and yeah, it's a glorious day outside. It's been raining and now it's sunny and kind of nice. So yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how is Tuesday your hump day? Does that mean you're like just like sitting on your yacht eating bonbons on Fridays, so that doesn't really count as a day of the week? I'm trying to figure that
No,
out.
he's metric. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
they're on
got
the
it. Yeah.
metric scale.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't math. You know that. I hand it back over to y'all.
Sitting on my yacht, eating bonbons all day. What
Or eating those
an
Amsterdam
image!
brownies. Yeah, those Amsterdam brownies. I forgot. Sorry.
What if I had a yacht and access to Amsterdam brownies? I can tell you now, Steph Bot, I'd have been dead a long time ago. My dumbass would have tried to go swimming, high as a kite, and I absolutely would have gone far too far and never made it back.
Far too far. I was going far too far.
I'm not very so offensive. It's never not going to be offensive. I'm also not. I mean, you know what I look like. I am not built necessarily for swimming. I am not. I sink.
You're
very
built for
fast.
nachos. Let's be honest. You're built for nachos.
Built for now. What an image you are creating of me. Yes, I'm built for nachos. I am. I don't know. Let me tell you how much I weigh in
Kilos?
pounds.
How many
Bear with me.
kilos, Governor? How many kilos is that? We take the piss on each other all the time, guys. Come on. It's what we do here.
420 pounds. There you go.
Oh, so you're 200 kilos? Cool.
About 190 kilos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to show off, JJ.
Yeah,
Doing
JJ
math
with
in your
math
head like
skills.
that, right?
JJ
Well,
knows how
it's
to math, guys.
2.2. Yeah, kilos to anything times 2.2 turns into pounds. I'm a numbers guy. Sorry.
That's so good. We need somebody with the number skills. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what a bonbon is, though. I'm hungry for nachos now, but I don't know what a bonbon is.
You don't know what a bonbon is? JJ, we need to pray for you, brother.
Is it something sweet? Because I don't do sweets. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the problem.
There you go. That's why. It is.
Okay.
It's decadent chocolate bites in little bite sizes.
Ooh.
And sometimes
okay,
they're
I'm
like
down. If it's dark chocolate, I'm down.
like a
I'm down.
chocolate kind of ice cream too. Sometimes, like they're frozen. They're delicious. It's like a parade of flavor just marching down your throat. JJ, pretty good. Pretty darn
It's a
good.
morsel of deliciousness.
That too. It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. My fat ass could eat a lot of bonbons. For sure. Matt,
Yeah.
let's get into the conversation. You have titled this particular space, so I'm going to leave this to you.
Yeah.
You're going to have to educate me on why the NBA is the worst league in sports. I mean, I've heard obviously a little bit of the controversy that has been surrounding the NBA. Nothing that has shocked me, quite frankly. I would have expected. I mean, you just have to look at LeBron James and know that apparently testosterone is not frowned upon within the league. So I am not surprised that everything else is fair game.
Well, I come from let me just preface all of this, that growing up in Seattle in the 70s as a young child, the only real sports team that we had was the Supersonics. Seahawks came in mid 70s and they weren't really winning. Mariners were not even really existent and they weren't winning. But the Sonics, they won the NBA title. They went to the NBA finals back-to-back 77, 78, 78, 79. And as a kid growing up in Seattle, man, that was the coolest thing. Your team winning the NBA. I grew up a fan. I grew up pretending I was like DJ and Gus on the court, played basketball through all my years as a kid in school. And back then, the league was a different league. The style of ball was different. Nowadays, we get this kind of codified, soft wussy ball. Like you can't take it into the paint anymore. Back in the day when you watched the NBA, you were afraid to drive the paint because you knew you were going to get fouled and you were going to get fouled hard. But all of that has been taken out of the game now. It's like let's just jack up three balls and hope that goes in. And I think the quality of play has diminished significantly. And I think part of that also is the fact that we've got too many damn teams in the league. It's watered down the product. The product is not the same anymore. We see that the sponsorship isn't there. They've had to do so many different innovative type of things, and I use innovative loosely in quotes, to bring in more marketing dollars, to bring in more eyes, to try to bring in more ticket sales. This is an industry, especially with the NBA, where the support, especially for folks like me in Seattle, and maybe again I'm a little biased because they ended up ripping my team away. Imagine Arsenal being taken away from you. You grew up an Arsenal fan, and boom, they took them and they moved them to Liverpool. And now they're playing over there. Like that's what happened to us here in Seattle. They stole our team, Hatter, and they moved it to another state.
Let me hijack this just for a moment. Funnily enough, the reason why Tottenham fans hate Arsenal so much is that Arsenal used to be south of the river. And I think it's early 1900s, we moved ourselves north of the river next to Tottenham. And therefore, a feud was born. So we were the hijackers. We were the ones that moved away from South London and took over somebody else's domain. But I digress. I interrupt.
No. That's, so it's interesting to know that you guys had like wagons and they all hopped up on their soccer gear and threw it in the wagons and they moved north, like Little House on the Prairie, but with soccer and tea in England, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had to walk back in those days. We couldn't afford a wagon, so it was a good.
You didn't have horse and wagons? I mean, come on, you guys had to have a horse and wagon.
No, I mean, in general, there were horse and wagons, but we, as a football team, couldn't afford it, of course.
Oh,
so we had to walk. I say we, like I was there. They had to walk.
You're a time traveler. Huh? You're an ancient being who spanned many lifetimes.
Yeah, all 420 pounds of me had to walk from South London to North London. So when I say it was a 7-day trek, I don't mean for me. It took a bit longer. For them, it was 7 days.
Well, you bring up soccer, and that's something I think that is like, because soccer is notorious for flopping, but I think in today's NBA, and this is why I think, again, it's the worst league, because it's just guys, they flop more than the guys in soccer now. It's insane. I can't even stand watching an NBA game because the quality of play sucks. They flop like they're soccer players, and it's just watered down. It's not interesting seeing people jack up three balls all day. There's no team effort.
Now, you're throwing shots at football. We're going to call it football for the rest of the
soccer,
spaces,
dude. What are you talking about?
That it is definitely not. I'm going to die on this hill. You play with your foot and you kick a ball. It's the most logical name for a sport ever. Football. Soccer makes no sense. And the fact that anybody thought throwing an oblong-shaped, cod liver oil pill shaped ball would be called or should be called football.
We're Americans. We make the rules. We make the rules.
That's right. We're Americans. We make rules. We're Americans.
We make rules. You just name whatever you want, whenever you want, and hope it's.
That's what we do. We make rules, Hatter.
The rest of the world says football. So today we're saying football. Before we get into the pansies that are footballers, why are the NBA? Do you think what do you think it's down to? To my mind, and JJ, your hand has gone up. So let me ask you first. To my mind, this is entirely based around money. It's just the sheer amount of money they get. I imagine. In bonuses for scoring points, for winning games, for keeping below a certain amount of points. Surely this is, the softness of the player has to be down to money and brand.
So the reason they get paid so much is because we stupid Americans pay $100, $200, whatever the hell the price is for a ticket. I have no idea. I don't watch any professional anything. I watch Go Tigers, LSU football. That's all I watch because they actually play. They're not pansies. But I do have a question for you, Hatter. So what do you call um, the thing in the back of the car where you put your groceries. What do you call that?
A boot.
Okay. Um, cowboys. You know, the people that ride the horses. What are the things they wear on their feet? What are those called?
Shoes.
No, the thing that goes up to your ankle.
Do you mean
Cowboy,
if they're a
cowboy.
particularly
Sandals.
naughty
Cowboy sandals.
cowboy?
These are test questions,
Sandals.
Hatter.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. I can understand the direction that JJ is trying to lead me. I will call it for now a cowboy boot. Sure.
Okay. So, and you're criticizing us for this, the way we name things?
Well, we do
Can you
call it
s-
a car boot. Like we identify it as the car's boot, the back or bottom of the car, rather
okay,
than a trunk. What do you go
okay.
swimming in? When you go swimming, what do you wear?
Nothing at all, really. Sometimes I just let it go
Yeah,
all natural.
a swimsuit. I
Yeah,
wear a
just
swimsuit.
get out there.
I don't
You wear a
know.
I
swimsuit?
just dive
You don't
in
wear
there
Yeah,
trunks?
swimsuit.
head first.
No, trunk is something that's on the end of an elephant's face.
Okay.
Shorts. I would say
So
shorts.
okay. So to let's go down your logic path for a minute. So you know an elephant has a trunk, yes?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now explain to me why you would call the back of your car an elephant's nose.
Because it holds things. The trunk holds water. I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, I got one more question for you. So, do you drink sodas?
We don't call them sodas, but I occasionally have one. I say occasionally.
Okay.
I'm
What do you
420
call them?
pounds, so yeah.
What do you call them,
One
Howard?
one every 30 minutes.
Okay.
What do you call them?
So,
By their name, individual names: Coca-Cola,
right,
Sprite,
right,
Fanta.
right. What is the
You might hear
material,
a bloke
Matt?
call it a pop.
What's the material that can is made out of? What is that called?
Oh, you want the correct pronunciation of aluminum? Aluminium.
I love this. I have so much fun with British people. So, by the way, my ex father-in-law was from Scotland, so that's how I
Right.
know he's he was like, "What the hell?" But I do have. I want to say one thing about basketball. Um, I don't know why anybody could watch. I don't know how long a basketball game is. A long damn time, right? At least an hour and a half or something. All you have to do is watch it for the last 2 minutes because the same crap the whole time. If you want to see the important part, the last 2 minutes is when it gets exciting. That's what I think.
My takeaway is that Matt swims nude.
I
I'm
mean,
glad somebody's paying attention here.
isn't that the only way to swim,
It is. It's the
Steph?
only way, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Emily Lazar, how do you swim? Oh, Emily's not there yet. She's still connecting.
She swims metal no matter what. Everything is metal.
She does swim metal.
Screaming at the fish to get the
She
fuck
can
out of the
swim
way.
through hot
That's
lava.
how I imagine.
You know, that gal can swim
Emily
through
swimming.
hot lava. I swear. She could.
All right, talk to me about football. What do you want to know? What is it you're asking? Tell me.
Me? What do I want to know?
Yeah, you. Yeah. You brought up the pansy footballers flopping around all
Oh,
over the place. They
it's
do,
awful.
by the way, flop around all. It is. Now, did you hear? As we we do like to recap some of the sports. Did you hear the controversy or controversy for JJ that
Controversy.
surrounded the Arsenal versus West Ham game?
I did not see all of that. Catch me up to speed because I did miss it.
Right. So, obviously, tech coming into sports is a big thing. There are a ton of different sports that are now adopting tech as their mainstay for making sure that their calls are honest.
Mhm.
VAR is something that is massive within football. And there was a goal in the 93rd or 94th minute that West Ham scored against Arsenal, which would have put it at 1-1. Now, that result matters because West Ham are on the brink of relegation. They have 2 games left. They're unlikely to
They
catch
suck.
the bottom team.
Yeah.
They have sucked this season. And it will be the first time in 14 years that they'll be going down.
Wow.
They scored a goal. They had that goal disallowed because there was a foul on the goalkeeper. However, the West Ham fans are going absolutely crazy because VAR stepped in and called it a foul. Now, in West Ham's defence, the Arsenal players have been getting away with similar fouls all season. So they have been obstructing the goalkeeper, standing in front of the goalkeeper, maybe nudging him a little bit, pushing. This
So it sounds
particular
like your
foul,
team's a
however,
bunch
was
of
clear and
cheaters,
obvious.
is what you're saying. You got a team of
Well,
cheaters.
I mean,
They cheat, is what you're saying. That's how you guys made it this far, remain undefeated in UEFA Champions League plays, that you guys cheat.
Well, according to VAR, we've not cheated once because not a single one of our goals has been disallowed. So make of that what you will.
AI has hallucinations, friends. You know we've been doing these spaces on AI and Web3 for over a year, talking to the best and brightest. So, technology doesn't mean that it's perfect or doesn't mean that it's right. It means that your team has a bunch of cheating hooligans on it.
Well, you're going to find out on the 30th when we whoop your ass. Emily,
Whatever.
join the conversation. Your hand is in the air. What would you like to say?
So I went on a date with this guy that played for the Steelers and the Giants like a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Yes. How did that go? But you know what? DM me. DM me.
I'll DM you. No, it was fine. It was fine. He was cool. I don't know, I don't know. But like he was cool. But the interesting part about it, like I don't know a lot about football. So like he literally in the middle of dinner, like he took the salt shaker and the pepper shaker and made a whole football field with like lemons and shit.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
knew the whole lineup of like the tight end and the running back and the this and the
He's taking
like
sugar
all of
cubes and
this.
breadsticks and drawing up plays for you.
That is
Yeah,
so
but
cute. That is so
he I was like, okay, wait, so explain a play then. So he like did this something 48 special play or something, and he's like, okay, this is how it works, and like this is why this is this, and then they put the numerical things on this, and I was like, that's crazy. You guys like have to remember a lot of shit. So it was interesting though. I didn't know all that about football, so it's kind of cool.
Now everybody's trying to work out who it is. Did you say he played for or
The
plays for the
Steelers.
Steelers and played for the Giants?
He used to play for the Steelers. He used to play for the Giants. He retired out of the NFL. He was in it for like 3 years or 4 years professionally. And then he retired out and he's doing other things now. But yeah. Um, so yeah, it was cool though. It was fun.
I have a question for you, Emily.
Yeah.
While you're up here, I wanted to ask you this yesterday in your space, but you're in the airport. So, dying to know if I know that you were in Miami, but I think you were there for the past couple of weeks. Did you attend or do anything with the crypto.com F1 Miami Grand Prix? And did you see my favorite band that I'm obsessed with, Guns N' Roses, who opened at the Hard Rock?
Okay, so I wasn't there for F1. I came in right after F1. Um, but I did meet one of the head guys over at crypto.com. So we're good friends now. So that was pretty cool. But I was there mostly for consensus. So it was mostly just crypto stuff that I was there for. It was really good. It was a great conference. There were a lot of people there. It was just really well put together. Except, I mean, I think you were in the room stuff when I like said all that stuff about the closing party and like how people are going off about it because it was done at a strip club or whatever. But it wasn't really a strip club; it was 11. But they have strippers after 10:30 on some nights. So it's kind of like everybody's like going off on the internet about this thing, which is hilarious to me because there's so many other things that we should complain about in this space rather than like where people are partying on after parties. But whatever. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, consensus was great. It was really well done, well put together. Um, it's crazy because it was like Comic Con without like cosplay people and fun. I'm just kidding. It was all set up like the booths and like all that sort of stuff. It just reminded me of Comic Con so much. It was crazy. But a lot of people were there speaking. There were a lot of really great like small private events that were happening. I met a lot of very interesting people at the polo tournament. There was like a polo tournament that was like one of the last events that I went to. And I think I met the most, I don't know, the craziest people there, but the most influential people at the polo tournament. It was really cool. So Oh yeah.
I bet that was
Um,
so fun. That's one thing we never talk about polo. Polo is like the, excuse me, like creme de la creme of sports. I bet that was really interesting.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like that, like I grew up riding horses, like riding English saddles. So like for me, I love polo. Like I've always been like a big fan of it. I've never played it myself. I've only like fox hunted and done hunter jumper, but it was really interesting to watch. There were some good players, and like the people that were there were very like it was a different type of finance people that were there than the people that go to like kind of like the off market like crypto events and stuff like that. So it was just different, which was good.
Sorry, my bad. Didn't I'm trying to approve speakers and Hatter beat me to the button. Sorry.
Thanks, Matt. Just like
Sorry.
fucking
I
all
know.
right.
My bad. I was trying to
Anyway,
approve. Continue.
yeah, it was cool. Anyway, it was just a good conference. It was good to meet a lot of people. It's really I think these things are really important to do IRL things because you start seeing the same people and that's actually a really good thing because you get more opportunities when you're more familiar with people and you can like trust them more. You can kind of like navigate through the space a little bit better. It's good to like actually go to these IRL events. I think it's the connections are really very, very important. And I met some super amazing people this time that I know I'm going to do a lot of business with in the future. So I'm very, very excited about that. So yeah, it was really good. If you haven't been to an IRL like crypto conference or anything like that, I would definitely make a plan to do it at least once this year and just check it out and see who you meet and see how you like it. Because I think those are the best experiences.
I
IRL.
just want to say that I support single moms working to feed their kids.
Oh my God, I'm dead right now. That's hilarious.
Every Friday night, 11 till 3. Matt, should tech be taken out of sports entirely? That is my question to you. Are we worse off for having tech in sports? And then in about 10 minutes' time, we're going to digress again to discuss the UFC fights over the weekend.
Oh yeah, that's going to be good. That is going to be good. I think that tech has a place, but when it becomes detrimental to the game and taking away from what the people, the athletes, the men and women on the field or the pitch or whatever are doing, and it kind of then it does have a problem. I think when it comes to certain instances, like if it's a handball, hey, look, it's pretty obvious. We can go back and review it. Yeah, that was a handball. Like in tennis, for example, was that in or out? I don't need to see John McEnroe arguing with the refs like he did back in the 80s. What do you mean that was it? What do you I mean? Good. It puts an end to all that stupid kind of whining and shenanigans. So I think in the right way, implemented with the right framework, it definitely has its place. When it's even like for balls and strikes now in the Major League Baseball league, right? We see that this tech is coming in. And sometimes that's another one of those things where it's subjective. What's a ball? What's a strike? And I think in that instance, I would like to see it kind of taken out because that takes away, I think, the nuance and the art form. Tennis, it's pretty clear. It's either it's in or it's out. There's a line, you can tell. So I think that it should be taken out, but in a limited scope. Does that answer the question? I don't know.
Wait,
Very
some would
competent.
argue the John McEnroe meltdowns were part of watching tennis. I'm sorry, bring it back.
You do have a point, Steph. You do have a point. He did make it more entertaining.
I
So
learned
you're
something
saying
new today. I didn't know that they used AI for balls and strikes. The last time I watched baseball, I think the Atlanta Braves had Glenn Hubbard and
Oh,
Dale Murphy
jeez.
playing for them. That was in the 80s.
Dude, that's like a lifetime ago, man. The 80s was a lifetime ago. Feels like
I mean, you named a basketball team in Seattle. I'm like, wait, what team is he talking about? What sport is he talking about? Never even heard of that team. I just know Seattle Mariners, I think, and I don't even know what sport that is. So I don't know. I don't know
here in
anything
Seattle, we don't
about
even really know what
sports.
sport they are either. So we're all kind of like, what sport do they play? They play the baseball. Baseball.
They play the baseball.
Yeah. The big baseball games
Mm-hmm.
outside there.
Can you buy one of those on the Amazon?
Yeah, you probably, well, you could probably find whatever you need there on Amazon.
In the internet.
Yeah. It's all right there. Get on your old Grok machine and you'll Google it on up.
In the Grok. Let me just ask in the Grok.
Yeah.
So tennis is a better sport, obviously, for having tech come in because it's fine margins. A lot of money is involved, and it's a simple case of in or out.
Yeah.
Which sports do you think are way worse off? And I have a very different perspective to you, interestingly enough, for a very different reason, because you guys are used to I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm fairly correct here. For decades now, the attention span of an American has been about 90 seconds, right?
What?
It isn't. You guys can't watch television. That was quick. You guys can't watch television without a break every 90 seconds. You need to cut to a commercial break. Your American football has breaks every 30 seconds,
No, it
45
doesn't.
seconds, whatever it might be for us. I mean, 100% does.
You're high.
How long are the halves? How long are the quarters? My apologies. How long are the quarters?
15-minute quarters in the NFL.
So really, it should be an hour's game. That's it.
No, of course, because there's timeouts and there's TV timeouts.
Right, exactly. Not just timeouts. Well, there we go. How long does a typical NFL game take?
About 3 hours.
It's about four and a half. That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Hours gameplay.
That's like 3 hours of awesomeness right there. 3 hours of escapism.
Well, it's an hour's worth of awesomeness and 2 hours worth of absolute nonsense.
Well, there is some. Yes, I will agree. Right? The ads are nonsense.
Right.
They're nonsense.
In the UK, our main game is
soccer,
football. We were not even going to talk about cricket. Football, and there's always constant action. It's a non-stop. It's an hour and a half, 90 minutes typically, with the exception of
stoppage time
when there's extra time. And we go crazy if there's more than 5 minutes worth of stoppage time. We go nuts. We think that's ridiculous. So for us, the minute anything was brought in that delays a decision, it was a no-go for the UK fans. We couldn't really wrap our head around why it would take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes on the pitch to make a single decision. So for us, it's very much slowed the game down and arguably made the game worse.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious, what sports do you think have absolutely been made worse, almost unwatchable because tech has been brought in?
That's a good question. I feel sometimes like the NBA now. I mean, I'm going to go back to the NBA. They're using some of the tech there in the NBA. And I just think overall, and maybe it's again because I'm biased, I just have a thing against the NBA, man. I think it's actually been very helpful in the NFL. It has slowed the game down somewhat, but they've, anytime a new technology comes in, and whether that's in the sporting industry or when we talk about Bitcoin and blockchain technology, anytime we see a new technology come into any industry, any field, there's going to be an adoption curve. There's going to be some bugs and some kinks that have to be worked out. And I think in the case of the NFL, when we're looking at how they brought in replay and technology to assist, at first, it wasn't received. It was pretty much the same way you're talking about there at soccer in the UK. But they've gotten better at it. And especially like in football here in the US, if the nose of the ball crosses the outer plane of the line, technically that is a touchdown. And we've seen so many teams and so many calls. My beloved Seahawks way back in the day got screwed out of a call playing the New York Jets and Vinny Testaverde, and they thought he was in the end zone, and actually he wasn't. But they gave him a touchdown and we lost, right? Had replay been there, that call would have been overturned. The Seahawks wouldn't have lost. And who knows what would have happened with the rest of the season, right? So I think in those cases, in those instances, when it's we're talking about a minute specific thing, again, like in tennis, we're talking like, was the ball in or out? Did the ball cross the plane? Those kinds of things, absolutely, it should be. And it should be pretty easy. It shouldn't take 5 minutes to sit there and go, hey, Hatter, what do you think, man? Let's look at the replay here. Take a look, see under the hood. I don't know, man. I mean, it's pretty freaking obvious, right? The guy touched the ball or he didn't touch the ball. It went over the line or it didn't go over the line. I mean, what more do we need to do here, guys? Use the technology. Don't drag it out, and don't make it take away from the game. Help it reinforce the game and support the game.
Okay, so the question is, eventually, with AI and the way that we are all like so jaded already, can it be manipulated to sway things in certain ways for the poly market or betting markets? That's what I kind of wonder.
Well,
I wasn't ready for that.
you only have to look as far as the NBA to ask that question, because aren't they already doing some questionable things? Isn't there some controversy around the betting and the
Oh, that's
money
been
that is flowing in and
for
out
a
of
long
that?
time, Hatter. That league is notorious, and that goes. Thank you. Another plank in my case supporting why the NBA is the worst league of all time. This has been notorious. We can go back to the referee. I think his name was Tim or Tom Donahue. Donahue was his name. He even wrote a book about it. You can get on the Grok machine and look it up. Came out around 1997, 98, and he was a referee, openly, convicted. Came out, wrote a book about how he was involved in points shaving and the way calls were going. Again, and just in the last, to your point, Hatter, and I think in the last 18 months, last year or whatever, we saw again massive arrests, NBA coaches, players involved in points shaving scandals. So yeah, the NBA is shady AF.
Cricket is pretty is a pretty shady side.
No, it's not.
As does
Cricket is the best, dude.
Yeah. Are you joking? It's the worst.
No, it's
the
not.
worst.
What?
It's the worst game.
What cricket scandals
in the
do you
world.
know of? What scandals in
Oh,
cricket?
there's plenty. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
There's a guy that was recently done for betting, a betting scandal.
was he?
Very
Were they
recently.
betting on the wickets? Did he have a sticky wicket?
He might have had a sticky wicket, indeed. Yep. If you're going to say it properly, right? Listen, we're going to have to work on this accent because it is so offensive. I'm not. I know we joke about it, but I wasn't born in the time of Oliver Twist. I don't know Fagin, right? And I've never asked anybody if I could have some more, sir. So, right, I've never cleaned a chimney. Never been covered in soot. I genuinely don't drink tea, and I fucking hate crumpets. So let's just throw all of those things under the rug, cover it, right, from now on. Let's work on this accent
God.
and bring it to modern time, because this 1800s British accent that comes out of you is just offensive. And by the way, if anybody wants to join the conversation, put your hand in the air. We'll bring you up. You can also have a go at Matt for that ridiculous accent. Yeah, cricket has had plenty of scandals. I tell you what which sport I think has been worse off because of tech. And this is going to be a controversial one. And I imagine Stephbot and Matt, you are going to jump in very, very quickly. Let's see how JJ reacts. Formula 1. I do not believe tech has made that sport better. I believe it's favored only those that can afford to spend money on the best tech. And therefore, it's skewed how we view the sport and taken away the skill of the driver for the most part.
Did you speak French on the Tawakat? Formula 1 is Formula 1.
I did.
Dying over here.
These colors don't run.
I think
Tell me
Formula
I'm
One
wrong.
is. I mean, are you talking about the tech of the cars? What isn't that kind of the way it always has been? Who has the better car? I mean, I don't know.
Of course, it used to be who had the best performing car, not who had the best tech sitting behind the best performing car, though. And a lot of it came down to the driver. Much of it was down to the driver's ability to handle the car that he or she was driving. Now it's about the information that they can receive in real time. And if you best cars in the world, you're suddenly going to get an incredibly good driver. Now, not
Kimi
necessarily
Räikkönen.
a world beater.
Sorry.
Kimi Räikkönen was a very good driver.
No, he
Yes,
sucked, actually.
Agreed.
He sucked.
Kimi Räikkönen was great.
No, he
That
was a
entertaining.
back marker. Come on. Kimi Räikkönen was not that
he
good of a
was
Formula
a back
1 driver.
marker.
He was not. He was a back marker at best. He was like he should be
Why are you
Formula
laying
3.
into Kimi?
Huh?
Why are you? You know he was a world champion, though, right?
Again, it goes back to your point. It was the car, not him.
Well, he was driving the Ferrari, yeah.
Exactly. Who also Schumacher? Thank you. Now, see, there's to your point, Hatter, and I can talk F1 here, friend. Seriously, it was a different era when you looked at to what you're talking about. it really did rely more on the drivers back in the day. When we're talking about, Senna and Prost and Schumacher and Nigel Mansell. Okay, there's a UK guy that needs some more love. Let's give him some shine and some flowers. Nigel Mansell, one of the best F1 drivers ever, right? There was a whole different era. And the tech was not there. The AI, the telemetry, all that stuff wasn't there. And I think that's when you really had more input from the driver, because the driver could feel the vibration. It could say, hey, it feels like we need to take a little more out of the wing and the left wing here and maybe tighten up the back right. You know what I mean? So nowadays, the AI and the computer sending all this information back to the paddock, right? So I think in to your point, yeah, it's taken a lot of input away from the driver, perhaps.
Well, also just their ability to, or the necessity to have every inch of the track memorized has been diminished. Of course, they have to memorize the track, but it doesn't become as important if they know that they can rely on the car, the information the car spits out, when the tires need to be changed. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they take teams out of the tire change altogether and they just have it as automated, so that they can, quote unquote, even the playing field, right? Let's take crews out. Let's just put
No,
robots there.
And now you can't put really AI robots in place of pit crews. No way, man.
Why not?
Never.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not? Name me one pit crew person.
Chad
Don't
Walker.
just say John.
Chad Walker.
Fucking Chad Walker.
Dude, that guy worked right side rubber for the 88 Ford Valvoline in the Winston Cup Series way back in the day. Guy was an amazing pit jockey, okay? You look him up.
You did say just name one. I mean,
yeah, I did. I just named one. He also worked for Ricky Bobby, okay?
He did. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
That's funny. That's the only guy I know in car racing. I don't know. So I don't understand people that know all these stats. And I'm like, oh my God, do y'all work for a living? Because you memorize all this craziness. It's like, it does. My theory in life is if it doesn't make me money, I'm not going to do it. So I don't watch sports. I don't. Yeah, it's just, but I do know Ricky Bobby because that was a good show.
One of the best, man.
So I take it you don't bet in sports.
I bet on myself.
There you
and
go.
when people say good,
There you go.
when people say good luck, I'm like, I create my own luck, but thank you.
I am blessed and highly
So
favored.
the rest of the degenerates.
But I also don't waste time drinking alcohol either, because what's the point? It just destroys your body. So I guess I'm just an odd. I'm very odd. I don't know.
All right, Hatter. I think we've worn the wheels off the F1 convo. Let's move it over to the UFC, where we had a shocking weekend in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. And the headline is simple: chaos at the top. The card had, get this, 13 fights. I don't know if you watched all of them. 2 title bouts and 7 finishes, with Strickland shocking Chimaev. How do you say his name again? Chimaev? Klishnikov, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, that dude.
I mean, he's not a gun.
Whatever.
Could be. Can't, just do that in a British accent and it's double the racism. Just kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hey, bro, it was Chimaev, bro. Hey, bro, it's good. Hey, beat his ass down, bro.
Hamzat Chimaev.
Yeah, that guy. Right, that lad. He took a beating. Yeah.
Now, talk to me about which fight you watched first, because yes, I did watch all of them. I even watched the prelims. I very much enjoy the UFC. I like watching these. Which fight did you watch first, sir?
Well, I did not watch all of them in their entirety. I watched because I do now subscribe to Paramount Plus. Shameless plug, Paramount Plus. If you'd like to sponsor the Daily Spaces from Quantum Economics, you can slide in Hatter's DM or mine. We do them daily, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So thank you, Paramount Plus. I watched the highlights. They do a really great recap. Joshua Van, I believe is the name. I'm trying to remember. He had that the 5th round TKO over Tiaria.
Tatsuro Taira.
Tiramisu, that guy. He beat Tiramisu up. It was so good. 5th round TKO over Tiramisu.
For anybody listening, Matt isn't normally quite this offensive when it comes to names and accents. He's had a strong coffee this morning and it's gone to his head. Yeah, Joshua Van did indeed KO/TKO Tatsuro Taira in the 5th round. My God, that was a war. And it was questionable as to whether or not Joshua Van was going to be able to do any good in that fight, because the previous fight had a little controversy for JJ.
What happened? What was that? I missed that one because I wasn't subscribing to Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, you can sponsor the show anytime you like.
So the last fight that he had was a title fight. He was the title challenger. He a kick was thrown at him, and he pushed the fighter off,
What's the
and
big deal
that
about
fighter
that?
broke his arm.
Yeah.
That fighter broke his arm, basically. So,
Oh.
in breaking his arm, he could no longer continue. Alexandra Pantoja could no longer continue the fight. So he won.
Okay.
But it was kind of winning by default rather than winning by skill. Now, you can argue that if he doesn't push that particular fighter over, he doesn't break his arm, and therefore it was his skill at defending the kick. I don't necessarily know if I believe that. But he absolutely stepped up against Tyra, and he beat the brakes off of that kid.
Yeah, he did.
And my goodness, that kid was tough. I mean, he just kept getting back. He kept getting dropped. He kept getting back up. He kept getting dropped. He kept getting
just
back
wanted to say,
up.
like,
So,
dude, just stay down. Just stay down.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He did not want to.
No, he didn't.
No.
The other one that I thought there was, because I watched the highlight, was who's the dude in the first round with the rear naked choke? That King, what's his name?
King Green versus
Green.
Jeremy Stevens.
Yes.
King Green.
Yes.
Yeah, it used to be Bobby Green, is now King Green. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can see why. First round rear naked choke. Done. Out.
Yeah.
He deserves to be called king.
He's someone who's having a bit of a resurgence in career, funnily enough. He was considered a bit of a journeyman because he's 35-17, I think, which is not a fantastic record, but still going strong. He is still going very strong. The fight after that, actually, Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley, that was also controversial. There was some dubious.
It was a unanimous decision. How
lines
could it
that
be
were
controversial? It was a unanimous decision.
There were some betting lines going against Brady
Oh.
that were raising some eyebrows, shall we say.
Oh.
Nobody thought that it should be. He was a massive underdog, and they that was wrong. I mean, to consider Brady a massive underdog was eyebrow.
So it's kind of like when
raising,
people were like shorting the oil futures before the peace deal announcement came out, and then like all of a sudden they made lots of money, and look, the price went down, and we made kind of that thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. It certainly raised some eyebrows. And I mean, Joaquin Buckley's a good fighter. He had one of the most impressive knockouts by kick ever seen in the UFC. As you can tell, I watch a lot of UFC, maybe too much UFC, in fact. But couldn't do it this time. But let's talk about the main event, my man.
Yeah. Sean Strickland.
Tell me.
Well, these guys had like a lot of beef in real life. Like it didn't seem like this wasn't like some WWE scripted shoot, that Triple H is doing behind the scenes. These guys actually had heat. And when I saw the rematch, I mean, it was pretty bloody. I mean, the replay, it was pretty bloody. It was pretty intense. But what really struck me at the end of the day, what was the class move? He comes over and he puts the belt on him and says, "Hey, you know what? I might have talked a lot of shit, but you're all right, kid." It reminded me of Karate Kid at the very end when, Johnny swept the leg and he did the Karate Kid move. And at the very end, like the kids from Cobra Kai came around like, "Hey, kid. Hey, Johnny, you're all right." You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. Daniel LaRusso, you're okay, Daniel LaRusso. It was like that Daniel LaRusso moment in Karate Kid for me.
I thought it was awesome. That was the best part. I really did. And in the beginning, he was talking shit about each other's parents and family and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is really good. So I don't know people's names because Unconfined just got me into this sport because he asked me to get us tickets to the White House UFC fight. So I said, okay. I said, I don't watch it. And so now he texts me every Saturday and says, get ready to start. And so I started watching for the first time this year. And so I don't know names, but the Japanese guy that fought the Mexican guy from Houston, he was like the
Tatsuro
featherweight.
Taira.
Yeah,
JJ's
man,
not as good
that
as I am.
dude. That dude
Japanese
was
dude
a
and the
freaking
Mexican guy. Yeah, that was a great
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, look, he was like a bobblehead doll. He just kept getting punched in the face, and his head was bobbling the whole time. His face was like, and so Uncle Tom's like, man, this guy, he's pretty. And I'm like, Yeah, I'm like, and he doesn't have cauliflower ears. What the hell? And after the fight, I'm like, he's not pretty anymore. His face is all red and bloody and all swollen. I'm like, this guy's not so good. He's not so good at all. I was
Yeah,
dying.
he got beaten by I mean, yeah, Van, who's Burmese by the way, did beat the brakes off him. But the beef between Strickland and Hamzat was something different. Strickland did during the build up to this particular fight threatened to shoot Hamzat and his friends and repeatedly referred to Hamzat as a Chechen whore.
Oh my
His
gosh!
words, not mine, for any Chechens that may have been offended by that particular sentence.
Wow.
And it was starting to seriously escalate. I mean, they had police, security guards, you name it, in the octagon before the fight started. It was something. I mean, you saw it, Matt, right?
Yeah.
Did you see it, the build up at least?
I did not see that. They didn't show that. I just watched it again. Paramount Plus does a great job on the UFC and the UEFA's Champion League. And Paramount Plus can sponsor this space anytime. Slide into the DMs. Thank you.
But yeah, the class act, as you said, Matt, was wrapping the belt around. He took his unbeaten record too. Not only did he take his belt, he took his unbeaten record, and everybody thought Hamzat was going to absolutely, in UFC terms, dog walk Strickland, but no such luck. Strickland's jab is something different, man. The way he can snap that forward, he catches people by surprise.
You know who caught me by
I
surprise?
thought he was going to knock him out in the second round. Man, I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. And he jumped on top of him. Like, why didn't he finish him? You know, it's like, finish him. But yeah, it was a good fight. The second round was the best part, but that was a great fight. Yes, I was impressed.
Yeah,
I think JJ is a UFC convert.
he is. He's one of us now. I think one of the most impressive, and then we'll come to you, that L girl, and see if you have an appetite for UFC. One of the most impressive things about these fighters, in particular, somebody like Strickland, somebody like Van, it's the ability to be so disciplined and dialed in that they can fight like that for 25 minutes without breaking concentration. I think that must be the hardest part, is to just not break concentration, to stick to a game plan, to remember all of that training, and for 25 minutes just keep going at it. I mean, I can't focus on anything for more than 3.5 seconds, so I can't imagine what it's like to fight completely dialed in for 25 minutes. That Elgar, let's come to you. Are you into the UFC? Do you watch it at all, or not for you?
I don't have a lot of knowledge, I'll be honest. I know John Jones, maybe. I've heard of him, but I wouldn't say I was an avid fan.
John Jones. Matt, do you know John Jones?
No, no. You know, I know Tom Jones, and ain't that peculiar? Hey, pussycat. What's new,
Yes, the same
pussycat?
person. Yeah, after he retired from music, that's what he started doing.
Oh, is it? Oh, good for him. I'm glad to see he didn't let life slow him down. You know, you shouldn't let that happen in life. You gotta keep going. Keep putting yourself out there.
The Welsh will always surprise you.
Is that true, Hatter?
No, nothing surprising about them. Potatoes and leeks all the way.
Don't tell me Gavin and Stacey was predictable, because it wasn't.
It was a very good program. I am a little upset that you don't know who John Jones is, though, Matt. I mean, we can't ever talk about UFC again until you go and educate yourself on.
I'm
someone
on the
who
grok
is
machine
arguably
right
considered
now.
the greatest of all time.
I know Jim Jones. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
He is unbeaten.
Is he the same?
No. He was beaten once.
Jim
Which
Jones?
one?
He's the Kool-Aid guy.
No, John Jones had like a 16-year unbeaten streak.
Oh, John Jones. Oh, this dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know who he
beaten
is.
once. Disqualified for an illegal blow that is now legal, so they're trying to get that overturned, or they did get that overturned. I can't quite remember which, but yeah.
You mean Jonathan Dwight Jones? I know him. I know
two brothers that played in the NFL. You probably know his brothers if you know the NFL well enough.
His brothers?
Yeah, his two brothers played in the NFL.
I have no.
I mean, the Jones brothers, I guess.
The Jones brothers.
Imagine that household. Now, I mean, really, one UFC fighter fighting at light heavyweight, now heavyweight, and two NFL players. Jonathan Jones, I think. I mean, that can't be it, surely. I'm just looking it up as we speak. I can't imagine his name is actually Jonathan Jones. It feels like there was a lack of imagination when
His
naming
older brother
children in that
Arthur
household.
and younger brother Chandler both played in the National
There you go.
Football League as defensive ends, and they didn't last long apparently. So, because nobody here in the States has heard of Arthur Jones or Chandler Jones. Sorry, I mean they could have been on the practice squad. They're not like NFL Hall of Famers like Cortez Kennedy, Ed Too Tall Jones. See, now that would have been, if he was related to Ed Too Tall Jones, that would have been significant, but he's not.
Did his dad own the Dallas Cowboys?
All right, how many famous Joneses can you name? Sounds like
I just know keeping up with them is
It's
a
hard.
losing sport.
It's wicked hard.
I mean, hey, just hold on.
Yeah.
Both brothers won a Super Bowl.
What? No, they didn't.
They certainly
They
did.
were on the bench then.
I mean, they definitely won a Super Bowl. I'm looking at it as we speak. Arthur won Super Bowl XLV11. I'm not even going to try and tell you which one that was. And Chandler won Super Bowl XLIX. There you go.
So Arthur played for the Ravens, the Colts, and the Commanders, and Chandler had a standout career with the Patriots, Cardinals, and Raiders.
Look at you, that L girl.
Oh, boy.
She's got that grok machine.
Damn.
She's got that grok machine
That's-
skill down.
She's yeah, exactly. She's not looking
I
in the
was having a
grok. She's
look.
looking at
I
grok.
actually quite like the NFL, so I was having a look to see.
Oh, good for you. All right. That L girl.
I went to a game over here that they had in October.
Who did you see?
Vikings. I'm a Viking supporter.
Oh, that's why you have Skull in your. I was wondering why you had Skull.
It is a-
Yeah, because I was a little curious about that. I'm like, you're from the UK, and there's not necessarily known for having a strong Viking community there in the UK. So I was like, that's odd. Why Skull?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my best friends is like an avid supporter, so I feel like it was just contagious.
Oh, all right. Very good.
The Vikings, maybe she saw Emily's maybe soon to be boyfriend. See, I'm connecting the dots there.
Right. I see that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Right, Matt, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Before we start to wind this down, perhaps we should discuss how badly Arsenal's going to beat the shit out of PSG. So, where would you like to start, sir?
Can anybody hear Hatter? I think he's having audio problems. I can't hear his mic at all. Is he trying to say something? Is Hatter trying to
3-0, maybe?
Is Hatter trying to say something, guys?
3-0?
Well, I don't know if Hatter's there or
Maybe
not, but
4.
I will jump in and I will say, in regards to the UEFA Championships game coming up on the 30th, I have the day circled and highlighted.
Champions League, the UEFA Champions League.
Oh, I hear
Do
you,
not
Hatter.
call it the
There you are.
championship.
Hi.
It's football and it's not championship. I can't handle this. Having a heated debate with an American about football is making my blood boil. My face is beet red.
If you call it soccer, he may understand better.
Oh.
That's what he's been calling it. Right. You can give me your breakdown of what's going to happen between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, only if you do it in your best Oliver Twist accent, please, Matt.
Oh, well, now you're putting me on the spot.
I'm already offended, just so you know.
Just ask if you could have some more, please.
Right. Well, I think we're going to see a strong play from the midfield, pushing upside from the winger, from the right back, and you're going to see at least a two goal lead by the half. Right. Then we could see some substitutions take place. We'll see some exciting action out there on the pitch. We're going to see Kimi Räikkönen. Fucking Kimi Räikkönen. Dude, you got me all messed up on the Formula One now, dude.
Hatter, let Matt speak.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
You got me all hopped up on the
Kimi
Formula
Räikkönen
One.
in the PSG midfield. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it every time you do it. That accent is never not going to be offensive.
Well, it shouldn't be.
It
It should not be offensive. It's not like I'm going
But
around
let's-
bad mouthing you, governor.
Governor.
That's right, governor. Hey, governor.
Yeah. So Matt is stuck in 1873. Still believes that we need to sweep our chimneys.
That's right. I come over
And
and have
you
some
don't
meat,
sweep your chimney.
some meat pie. You get some of that meat pie for me. All right.
Yeah, I sweep my chimney once a morning. All right, give me a legitimate thought
Honestly,
on what the
yes.
score is going to be.
Okay, honestly,
Case.
I think it'll be a good game. But I do, because you know as well as I do, PSG, they attack and they like to throw everybody forward, especially on the counter. So I think I do feel 2 goals will be scored by PSG. Now I think it will take 3 goals from Arsenal to beat them, though, and Arsenal could do it. But the way PSG likes to attack and they like to throw guys forward into the zone, and if we play on your half of the field and we get a lot of set pieces come our way, man, look out. We saw them play excellent defense. We saw them hold their line so well against Bayern. And you see the way that they played defense and they kept their shape in the back half of the field. Man, that's going to be tough for Arsenal to counter that. There's some real analysis right there. You're my boy, Blue.
Why don't you put a little friendly wager, not monetarily, but maybe in the sense of a girlish PFP or something for 24 hours, whoever wins?
Oh, I like that one.
We'll do the Duke and Duke bet.
Let's think about this.
Yeah.
Let's think about this. I'm game. I'm game if you're game. I think we're going to beat you 2-1, by the way.
Okay.
I think none of what you said is going to come to fruition. And I'm 100% certain Raikkonen is not going to be playing. So we can take that as a first bet. What should your forfeit be? Perhaps you need to film yourself, and this is purely for you, Steph Bot. So
Oh, no.
say I never give you anything.
No.
But you have to film yourself going swimming. We all know what that's going to look like.
No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You can pray in one hand and hope in the other and see what fills up first. I said that.
Nothing but a swim cap.
Maybe just PFP upside down for the loser. You know, just something different, just so everybody can say, why is this dude's face upside down?
That's good.
Well, I'm a loser.
You do that, you then got to wait for X to give you a blue check mark.
It takes an hour.
What
It takes an hour.
Checks.
What
So
about
fast.
if he just
1
writes
hour.
the first four letters of Arsenal on his forehead?
Arse.
Okay,
yeah,
I
very
got it.
funny.
I got it.
Very funny, L girl. She's good. I like this L girl.
So I once lost a bet on a football game. It was a LSU football game, and so I had to go to and this will have to be videoed. You have to take a video of it and put it on X of you going to the grocery store, and the only thing you can have in your cart are English cucumbers, lube, whipped cream, and
condoms.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That was it. And that's all you can have in your cart. You have to go during maximum, busy time. And yeah, there you go.
Some public humiliation.
That's a Saturday night for me, minus the condoms. I like to raw dog that. So I'm game. Let's do it. I'll film myself doing that every Saturday night for the next 4 months, if you like. That's not a problem.
Some may say you love salad.
Oh,
I love salad.
Oh my God.
My local Tesco's knows my order. They have that basket filled up for me before I even get in on a Saturday night at 6:30 p.m.
Mind your business, man.
Wow.
Is it the salad or the tossing of it?
Jeez, you guys.
Ooh.
Y'all.
Depends. It depends on my mood and the weather, to be brutally honest with you. Get that tingly lube, not the normal one.
Oh,
That's
we have
boring.
definitely gone beyond the
get the
block
one that
today, guys.
tingles.
We have definitely gone beyond the block. Way beyond the block.
We, Matt, will discuss this. We'll have a little conversation about this, and you and I will find something fun to wager. perhaps we go on the poly markets and get a little bit of Doomer's advice and find out where we might be able to put a bit of a bet. And maybe something to do with the PFPs is fun, as long as we're happy to lose that blue check mark. I mean, JJ claims it's an hour.
I don't care. I'll
X
change
can
mine. if I need
barely
to.
get their shit together, so it's
What
probably going
about
to be
just
a
in
week.
his bio, Arsenal with a heart?
There you go.
Oh no, that's not visible enough. We need a visual.
We need something. What? Why do you guys think that I'm going to lose? Don't you know PSG is the best soccer team? I mean, come on. They're the defending champs, guys.
If you're that confident,
They
you'll be
are.
able to. You'll be willing to commit to some of these more garish dares, won't you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, I'll take the garish dare. I'll take the garish dare, love. I'll do it, right? I'll go down to the shops.
Right, sorry, I just have to message Elon 1
Yeah,
second.
right. I'll go down to the
Oh
shops.
boy, did you say love too?
Yeah, right.
It gets more offensive. I didn't think you could get more. I didn't think you could be more offensive, and then you dialed it up. Well played, sir.
I'm channeling my inner Richard
Well
Dawson.
We've reached a new low.
Played, sir. That was yeah. That's like, you know, that's up there with Sweetheart. So we know how that went down last time.
Oh, I do. I got to admit though, I get all of my English accent inspiration from Richard Dawson on Hogan's Heroes. So lots of time, lots of studying.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Richard Dawson is? You're young though. You're young. You're like 22 years old. So, but there's
I'm 36 years old.
oh, are you? Well, okay, but yeah, just grok him up. Richard Dawson. He's a famous UK actor, comedian, game show host. Used to host.
He was the original perv.
Yeah, he was kind of pervy. He loved kissing the ladies. He was always going around. Hello, love. Give us a kiss. All right, all right.
Just imagine one of the original Planet of the Apes characters, but without the hairy face. That's pretty much what he looked like. Tell me I'm wrong, Matt. Take a look at Richard Dawson right now. In fact, I'm going to put him in the nest.
Oh,
right
he's
here.
dead.
Straight out of Planet of the Apes. You ready for this? We're gonna part ways on this. Let me there he is, putting him into the nest. Just give him a hairy face. By the way, I'm slightly shocked that L girl is 36 years young. You look a good 14 years younger than that. So whatever routine it is that you are doing every day, keep it up.
Oh, he does. Yeah, it's not.
I behave 20 years younger than that, so it's fine.
Word.
All right, Matt, as it comes to the end of the spaces, we've got next week's UFC. We like to go through who we think, PSG and Arsenal not playing till the 30th. So let's focus on that. We have in the main event, Arnold Allen versus Costa. Melchizedek Costa. Who do you think is going to win?
I'm going to go with Costa because it sounds like pasta.
Okay.
And pasta's delicious, and who doesn't love pasta? So I'm going to go with
Fair enough.
with that guy.
Costa is 26-7. Arnold Allen is 20-4. JJ, real quick fire. Who do you think wins, Costa or Allen?
I don't know who these people are. I just started watching UFC literally a month and a half ago. So,
Pick one.
Right.
Pick one.
Pick
After
one.
dark, just pick
okay.
one.
Okay. We'll go with a la pasta. Mhm.
See, there you go.
Okay,
JJ's
Costa's
getting the
getting the
hang of
second
it.
vote. Stephbot, are you going for pasta or Allen?
Gotta get pasta.
Okay, that L girl. Pasta or Allen?
Alan.
Oh,
Agreed. I think Arnold Allen, the Brit, I believe, is going to give Costa a bit of a beatdown. We have Choi Do-ho. Oh, please don't, Matt. Let's just choose one normally. Daniel Santos. Choi Do-ho. Matt, which do you pick?
always do ho.
Yeah.
Always do ho. I mean, when in doubt, do ho. Right? Do ho.
Steph Bot, I'm coming to you next. Are you doing the ho or are you going to go with Santos?
Oh, yeah.
I like Santos.
He sounds manly. Santos. That's why you like him.
All right.
I'm anti-ho. Yeah, not anti-ho, but Santos.
Not anti-ho. JJ, are you anti-ho or are you anti-Santos?
Yeah, I was married to two of those, so we'll go with the other one.
The Santos. He's going Santos. Dos Santos.
And that L girl.
I'm very pro-ho.
Pro-ho. There you
We're
go.
all pro-ho here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a clean sweep for the host. Host, take it on this one.
I thought it was a split. You got 2 Santos and 2 hoes.
No, there was no. Oh no, everybody was pro-ho. No, everybody said
No.
ho.
No, I was married to
JJ
2
didn't.
hoes.
JJ was
Yes.
married to two.
Yeah, and Steph Bot, she's choosing
well-behaved
Santos
ladies.
as well because she likes this sexy Suarez kind of name. It's like macho
Yeah, I like the way it
leather.
rolls off the tongue.
It's like macho leather for
Santos.
you, isn't it?
Danny's
Wasn't he a
Twitter.
congressman that went to jail, Santos?
Ah,
George
Georgie,
Santos.
no.
Oh, I know George
Not this one.
Santos.
We all love Georgie. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Santos. It rolls off the tongue nicely.
See, so it's a
Okay.
split
And you're
decision,
right,
Hatter.
It is a split decision. Last one.
All right.
Bantamweight. They're tiny. Juan Diaz versus Malcolm Wellmaker. Wellmaker 10-1. Juan Diaz 15-1 no contest. Whom are you picking, Mr. Case?
I'm going with
In your best
Juan.
British accent, please.
What's that? Which way you want it?
British accent. Please.
Oh, you want it in the British accent. All right, Governor. I think I'm going to go with Mr. Juan Diaz. Right, I'm going to go with him for the win. Diaz, right? Is that his name? Juan Diaz.
I think it's the way you say right. You don't even say right.
Right.
That's the offensive.
Is it because I say right like that?
You just let it sit. You let it sit in the mouth, and that's the bit that maybe bugs me the most.
That's not all I let sit in my mouth. You should see what else I let sit in my mouth. I let lots of things.
God, it's infuriating. Well, I'm not going to speculate, but you did say you liked a bit of hoe. So, Steph, who are you going for? Are you going for Wellmaker or Diaz?
Wellmaker, because it sounds like a highball drink. And Hatter, I have to say, normally I would be with you on Matt's accent, but your American accent is equally, if not more, offensive.
It is.
So yeah, I gotta pit some fights here.
Thank you.
My American.
You should swap accents for the next space.
We should, El. That's a great idea.
I need a way better microphone. I'd have to invest in a far smoother microphone so I can get that raspy, deep sound that Matt is able to create.
Just say yeehaw after everything.
Yeehaw. JJ, are you going for Wellmaker or Diaz? Yeehaw. Malcolm
X for the win. Oh no, I heard you say Malcolm something. That's the first thing came to mind is Malcolm X. And by the way, Assure SMDB is the best mic to get.
Okay. So you're
You
going
heard
for
it here.
Wellmaker. Stephbot, did you tell us which one you went for? You said Diaz?
I said Wellmaker because it sounds like a highball drink, and I like that.
Yes.
Sounds like a
There we go.
highball drink.
And that, Elgar, who are you going for, please, in your best American accent?
Wellmaker.
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. See the
You do like one word.
yeah, you get one word and it sounds really good.
All right. Well, for those of you that came for a well-behaved conversation about sports and the weekend's action, I apologize profusely. We enjoy going off the rails during these Tuesday conversations. So sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to have you guys come through. Thank you guys for jumping up on stage, having a conversation with us. JJ, Stephbot, that L girl. Looking forward to tomorrow, Matt. We have Web3 in AI Wednesday. Who are we pitting against the AI tomorrow? Do you know? Have we decided?
Well, let's see. We've done doctors. We've done lawyers. Who would be the trifecta that we're missing, do you think? Doctors, lawyers, who else goes in that mix?
Attorneys.
Yeah.
The police. Why don't we do law enforcement? AI versus real law enforcement. Who would do a better job?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. We've already seen the
That'll bring
video
out-
of the robots in China. They're rolling them out in the police force. It looked like RoboCop, literally. It's got lights on it and everything, and it's not an AI video. This is actual real product, and it's coming out. So I think that's a good way to kind of maybe steer the conversation for tomorrow.
I like it. I like it. Well, join us tomorrow for a bit more of a serious conversation as we discuss whether AI will eventually replace law enforcement. And speaking of videos, Matt, you sent me one of that person meandering across the tarmac. My goodness, I have no idea what this individual was thinking. It's a bizarro world. The rate at which they're walking, the casualness of they see the plane coming, I assume, right?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
The plane can't stop. They weren't looking to outrun it or get past as quickly. It wasn't like crossing a road. I don't know what they thought would happen.
I almost think it looked like somebody was deliberately, like they wanted to, like, maybe, end their life. I hate saying that, but that's kind of,
Maybe.
There's
another one, by the way, and I'll send you that later, of inside the plane. Someone was on the plane,
Yes.
filming outside the window and saw it happen. I mean, it's tragedy all round, of course. But as per the Darwin Awards, if you play silly games, you win silly prizes. So lesson to everybody: do not walk across the tarmac while an airplane is landing or taking off. Thank you to everybody that came through. Thank you to all of the listeners. And as always, a pleasure doing these with you. Mr. Matt Case, over to you, sir. Play us out.
Yeah, man. Tuesdays are always a little bit different. That's why we say step out of the echo chamber. Go beyond the block. Sports betting, culture, community. Trying to have a little fun. Lighten the mood, because there's so much darkness, so much stuff that weighs us down from the news and the headlines and the wars and all this craziness in the world. At least you got about 90 minutes where you can come in, step out of the echo chamber, have some fun, connect, create community, and come away maybe feeling a little more optimistic, a little more hopeful. Anyways, thank you for being part of the conversation. We'll continue this tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, whatever it is, wherever you are from around the world and across the web. Stay safe, stack sats, and hodl. Hatter, what else do they got to do?
Follow everyone,
Follow
you
each other,
fuckers.
fuckers.
There you go. Follow each other, you fuckers.
What they said. Follow each other, you fuckers. Cost nothing. Click
Oh
the
my
button.
God.
It expands your horizons.
There it is.
And you get to stumble on amazing conversations like this one. Thank you.
There it is.
Just here to survive it. I am here to truly thrive. I'm the rock they stumble on, the mountain they can't move. With everything to gain now and with nothing left to prove, you can shatter destiny.